Welcome to the WrestleManiacs. Welcome back. Hopefully, if you checked out our first video, that was on John Cena's injury. It seems like that's more of a work injury now. It's not a shoot, but can't always tell with WWE. Can't always tell. Raw was on January 21st, 2019 tonight, and it was decent. I'd say it's decent. It was not good enough for a go home of your second or third biggest event of the year. I think it's the second biggest event. Some people say SummerSlam. It's personally my favorite, and I know it's a fan favorite event of the year. And I really don't think this was good enough to be the go home show for the Royal Rumble to get everyone excited. So it opened up the tribute to Martin Luther King, of course, Martin Luther King Jr. on MLK Day. So that was great. And we moved swiftly along to Brock Lesnar's music hitting, coming out with Paul Heyman. I guess he wanted to open the show and just get out of there as quickly as he could. But so we had a decent segment with him, decent little part with him, and Paul was talking and kind of putting Finn over, but I don't know, it just seemed very generic, very dragging. Vince came out and complimented Finn, but then didn't compliment. It was very weird. It was weird. Finn came out, he cut a promo. I don't know. I didn't feel the segment. Braun had come out too, actually, before Finn, and said that, Baron Corbin cost me this and that. If we have to see a Braun versus Baron Corbin feud, I might just lose my mind. Anyway, it ended up with Finn facing Braun. Looked like Finn was closing in on the win. Brock went in the ring and F5'd him. Brock stands tall, so who knows? Maybe Finn Balor wins the Universal title this weekend. Highly doubt it. Anyway, we moved along, from one weird segment to, I don't know, tonight just didn't feel right for me. But yeah, let me see really quick, because I wrote down just where I had everything. Yeah, Finn technically won by DQ, by the way. Oh yeah, Bobby Lashley comes out. He's posing on this little platform in the ring. Lio Rush is giving him all his praise. And Apollo Crews comes out, and they have a pose off. Apollo Crews I actually liked seeing this from Apollo Crews. He showed some personality. He was kind of funny. He didn't take it too serious. He wasn't over the top. It was a weird segment, this whole pose off thing. Two people that are in phenomenal shape, though. And then basically Lio Rush said, right before the pose off, if you could beat him in a pose off, then you get a title shot. They ended up having a match. Lashley wins by a Lio Rush interference. It was good. I'd like to see Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley. I think that would be a good tag team. Two ginormously ripped guys that are bald. Why not? Oh, you thought I was going to say a different B word, weren't you? I said bald. Look in the mirror. I'm just playing. No, but yeah, I'm down for Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley, especially if Apollo shows this type of life that he's showing, this type of humor, and of course he's really great in the ring. WWE announced that John Cena is questionable for the Royal Rumble. That's where I started thinking that this was a work, because they don't do that usually. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. We'll see if I'm pretty sure he's going to show up. I'm almost positive. I would put my money on it. So don't worry if you're a big John Cena fan. I believe he will be there. I think you have nothing to worry about. We went on to something that I just fantastic. Just amazing. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Best match on Raw this week. It's great. Loved it. Everything about it. It went a while. Seth gets a win by stacking him up on a roll up. Great match. They both looked like Seth came out worse for wear, but he ended up winning. Fantastic. Move on. What else is there to say? Seth and Drew are both amazing workers. We got Jinder Mahal and the Singh Brothers versus Lucha House Party. Skip, the Lucha House Party won. Whatever. Who cares? I don't care. Elias versus Baron Corbin. I like Elias, but they gave the win to Baron Corbin. Just whatever. Just skip over that too. Honestly, when I do these reviews, I'm not going to touch on segments that no one really would want me to touch on anyway. If you're a big Baron Corbin fan, by all means, go watch Raw again and watch his segments. The Ascension facing a debuting Heavy Machinery. Interesting. Heavy Machinery are funny. You know, it was fun. It was a fun match. The Ascension's never gonna be what they were in NXT, which I personally don't have a big problem with because I wasn't watching NXT at the time they were in it, and I've always just known them as kind of jobbers. But whatever. Heavy Machinery goes over. Pretty quick match. You know, it is what it is. The Revival versus Chad Gable and Bobby Roode for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. Not Heath Slater. I'm sorry. They just did this entire you lose a lot, so you should be a ref thing on SmackDown a couple months ago in tag division. A guy that was whatever. Kurt Hawkins, Vince told him you should be a ref. You know, you should find a different line of work. So basically, he's the ref for a match between the Revival and Chad and Bobby Roode, and for the titles. And he basically catches them cheating. He catches the Revival cheating a bunch of times, foot on the rope, grabbing the tights, them both pinning one guy, like helping him out from the outside. And then basically he does a quick count. Chad Gable and Bobby Roode retain. And I don't know where this goes from here. I don't know if the Revival are leaving to AEW. But again, I really wasn't interested in this. You know, I like the teams. Even like Kurt Hawkins. I'm a Long Island guy myself. So, hey, Kurt Hawkins, what's up, man? But yeah, I just wasn't that interested in this either. It just dragged along a little bit. Then we go to main event time. We had Ronda Rousey and Natalya versus Sasha Banks and Bayley. Honestly, at this point, I was so zoned out that I didn't even. I watched the match. It was decent. You know, my girl was watching and she didn't like it that much, and she's a casual, so not really that hard to please. You know, just do a couple cool moves and they're pleased. Basically, winners Sasha Banks and Bayley just ties with a pretty bow that Ronda is not gonna lose at Royal Rumble. She's definitely keeping that belt. And that was it for Raw this week. Decent show, honestly. Nothing too crazy, especially for a go home show. This kind of felt like a mid-May Raw, like a month after Mania, you know, where everything's just lost in the show. It didn't feel big time. It didn't feel like, oh wow, one of our biggest events is coming up, you know. You know, it had a shining moment, which was Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. You know, Finn Balor gets beaten up by Brock, so we can only hope that that's a sign for things to come, that Finn actually wins. If this video seems tilted to you, by the way, I'm going to have to fix my tripod a little bit, but I'll make sure that it's better for next time. And now I just want to do a little rundown on our channel. I say our channel because most of the time you're going to be seeing me doing the bigger videos, the reviews and the predictions, and the fantasy booking and all that with my partner, my YouTube channel partner. Don't get any ideas. My YouTube channel partner, Alec. He's going to be here. I have another mic set up right next to me, the same one as mine. And we're going to be doing most things together on the channel. You're going to be seeing me more consistently because our setup is at my house, and don't mind the drums and the random stuff that are in the background. This is not the permanent location, but I love the Royal Rumble. I wanted videos to be up around the Royal Rumble, so this is what I did. I set it up quick, and I'm trying to get some videos out there and talk about the Royal Rumble and maybe start a discussion in the comments or something. So, you know, if you have anything to ask or talk about the Royal Rumble, any rumors you've heard, anything like that, feel free to comment. I'll be responding to every single comment. Tell me who you think. I put the same question on the last video. Tell me who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble. Men and women. I'm putting a predictions video out there soon. So when I put that out there, you know, you'll be able to check that out and see who I think is going to win the Royal Rumble for men and women. Um, and then we'll go from there. We call ourselves the WrestleManiacs. We're huge, massive wrestling fans. We're going to be covering mostly WWE and NXT, but and NXT UK a little bit. 205 Live obviously falls under WWE, but like all the shows of WWE, we're going to be covering AEW for sure. I'm definitely very interested in AEW. We're going to be covering some of the bigger events for New Japan Pro Wrestling. If I can get some Ring of Honor events under my belt, that'd be great. I'm in the Ring of Honor area. I have friends that work or have worked with Ring of Honor, so I should probably get on that. And anything else that's interesting in the world of pro wrestling, I'm going to be covering here on this channel. So please feel free to subscribe, to like the video, to comment, to come back and check us out in a couple weeks and see when we have 5, 10, 15 videos out there, and you can check a few out and see how it gets progressively better. Other than that, I hope everybody enjoyed Raw. I hope you enjoy SmackDown tomorrow. My review will be up tomorrow, and for SmackDown, and then a review on Wednesday for NXT. And yeah, Raw, solid show, but didn't wow me. Definitely didn't wow me. Have a nice day.